I know, this is not my normal background. So right now you are watching the beginning of my September favourites, and this is probably the most unseasonal September favourites I think I have ever filmed. But I'm in a slightly different place this month, and I just wanted to get my September favourites filmed and out of the way, and I didn't want to put it up late, so I'm just filming it in Greece in my swimming costume. And some of my favourites are a bit autumnal, but we're just gonna roll with this because this is kind of fun and it's a little bit different. It's not overly autumnal, it's still pretty summery, but some of my favourites are still very summer appropriate, so it's kind of okay. I'm rambling, so we're just going to move on to, you know, the favourites. The first one of which I have been obsessed with, I think, since I came back from the US, and it's the Lorac Pro contour palette. I just absolutely love this. I just use the light contour shade, and it has some really good highlighty shades in it as well, but it just makes you look seriously chiseled. And if I feel like going for a more night out kind of contour, I use the kind of medium and light ones together, and it gives some serious cheekbones. I love this a lot, and I just think if you're passing the US and you see a Lorac counter, I would definitely recommend picking this up because the powders are just really beautifully finely milled, and they're really long lasting. They stay on your cheekbones for a super long time, and it's just one of the best contour palettes I have ever used. The next favourite is a more recent one, and it is a perfume by Givenchy, and I am just so obsessed with this one. It's the Dahlia Du Vin one, I think that's how you say it. It's just so gorgeous. It's like blackcurranty and fruity, and it is just so beautiful. It's kind of like a more fruity version of Tom Ford Velvet Orchid, which is one of my all-time favourite perfumes, and I've just been loving this a lot this month. It's so beautiful, and the bottle is gorgeous as well. Like, I can't look. Yeah. Next up I have a bronzer favourite, and I love my Chanel bronzer. You guys know I use it in almost every single video that I've ever done. Recently I've been using the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Bronzer. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, it's the shade Radiant Bronze Light, and it is just such a beautiful kind of glowy bronzer. I'm out of breath. I've been wanting to try this since Alex got it, and it looked amazing on her, and I finally got my hands on it, and it is just absolutely stunning. It's perfect for kind of my more darker skin tone times. I think in the winter I will have to go for the lighter one. But I love that it's also slightly bigger than the blushes, and there's just more to hold on to. Another one I've been loving from Hourglass is their Brow Sculpting Duo. I tried this a couple of years ago and didn't get on with it, but I've been going for a more minimal brow look recently. I just feel like it looks so much better in photos and basically everything, even on a day-to-day basis in life. And yeah, I just really like this. It's amazing for doing the front of your brows. That's what I like a lot about it. It's not so great for the arch, but I just kind of like doing the front of my brows some days, and it works perfectly for that. And then it has a spoolie on the end, and I just really appreciate the packaging of these as well. Been liking that a lot recently. Okay, so I'm gonna get through the lip products that I have here, because once again I can't just feature one lip product in my favourites, and the one that I'm wearing today is the first one I'm going to talk about, and it is one by Tom Ford in the shade Sable Smoke, and it is just a gorgeous kind of orangey toned nude, which doesn't work for everyone, and a lot of the time it doesn't work for me, but when I have a little bit more colour to my skin, which we're at the end of summer, was always going to happen, I've got a little bit more of a tan, and it just works perfectly with the slightly more bronzy skin, and especially when I put even more bronzer on, it just works so beautifully. And Tom Ford lipsticks are actually really long lasting as well. I'm always amazed by how long this lasted. I put this on at kind of 9 o'clock this morning, and it's nearly 1 o'clock, and it's still on my lips, and I haven't reapplied, so that for me is like the biggest thumbs up ever. I actually lost this in my bag the other day and didn't quite know what I was going to do with myself for the days when I couldn't find it. I actually found it in one of my videos, I'll link that below. But yeah, didn't know what I was going to do with myself without it, because I have just been absolutely loving this month. So you go, Tom Ford, you go. Next up we have a slightly more affordable lipstick, and I am just all over this at the moment. This whole lipstick range is beautiful. It's by Kiko, and they come and they look like this, and it's their Intensely Lavish lipstick, and they are just beautiful. Rose gold packaging gets me every time. The lipsticks have really cute little engravings on them, and they're just really nice and creamy, sheeny, but still long lasting, and the colours they come in are just beautiful. I've got a much darker version of this as well, but this is the shade 01. That baffles me. But yeah, so the shade 01 is beautiful. It's kind of like the lipstick version of MAC Soar, and it's just so gorgeous. I've been wearing this a lot over the past couple of weeks. And then we have one from MAC, which is Tropic Tonic, which is like the complete other end of the scale from these two lipsticks that I've just shown. And this is kind of like a bright corally, pinky, orangey colour. It is so, so gorgeous. I love it a lot. I've actually featured it in my MAC haul that I did on last Thursday, and I'm actually giving one away along with a lip liner and loads of other goodies, so I will link that video down below. And I think by the time this video goes up, you actually still have a couple of days left to enter the giveaway, so go and check that out. But yeah, Tropic Tonic, love that a lot. So, so pretty. Next up, I have a blush favourite, and if you've watched all of my videos this month, you might be able to guess what it is because I basically use this non-stop. It's kind of like the more pigmented, long-lasting version of Rimmel's Santa Rose, which is one of my all-time favourite blushes. You can tell I haven't had lunch. Anyway, moving on. But yeah, the blush in question is Benefit's Dandelion, which I love a lot. I've always wanted to try this and people have always kind of raved about it and just said that it's a really good staple. And I finally got around to trying it and I love it so, so much. There's a wasp hovering around here. Oh my god. I finally got around to trying it and I love it so, so much. It's a beautiful kind of natural rosy pink and it works quite well at kind of bronzing the skin at the same time as making it a bit more kind of fresh and pretty, which is really interesting, and I love blushes that do that, that kind of bring some warmth to the skin and just look so, so natural. The second I put this on, it just kind of brings all of my makeup together and I'm like, yes, that's it, I am done. So yeah, I think this would have to be like my #1 favourite from this month because I've just used it every single day and so pretty. Also the only box kind of packaging that I actually like. I don't know why, I just think that the Dandelion is really cute. Now moving on to skincare, and I've just got a couple of things before we wrap this video up, and the first thing is the Sarah Chapman Skin Assist Morning Facial, and I've just been absolutely loving this. If you watch my videos a lot, you'll know that I love the overnight facial. It is a gorgeous product and this is like the morning version of it. It's slightly lighter and doesn't feel too heavy and it just sinks into the skin a little bit more than the overnight counterpart, and this is just absolutely beautiful. Some days I don't use moisturiser and I just put this on and have like a no makeup day and my skin feels absolutely incredible, and I've just been loving this. My skin has been so much better this month as well in comparison to other months because I've just upped my skincare routine game and things have been looking a lot better. And my last skincare favourite is the Paula's Choice Skin Perfecting BHA Liquid. I always find this such a mouthful to say. I actually have the mini today instead of the full size, and I normally have kind of the big one that sits in my bathroom, which I've really been liking. I don't use it every single day because I find that kind of chemical, liquidy kind of exfoliants and things like that. Oh my god, there's a wasp, there's a wasp. Oh. I don't use this every day because I feel like sometimes products like this can be a bit too much for my skin, but I really like using this when I'm kind of a little bit more blemish prone, and it just helps to kind of clear things up and kind of dry things out a little bit, and I've just been loving this a lot. Said the same thing over and over and over. And that is it for my September favourites. I feel like that was super quick. My lunch is actually ready now, so I'm going to go and have something to eat because I am absolutely starving. And yeah, that is it from me today. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe if you are new and you want to see more videos from me. And also keep your eyes out for Vlogtober. That is going to be starting on the 2nd of October, which is my birthday. Very excited for that, and I've got a special guest coming on the 2nd of October, which should be super, super fun. And yeah, that is it. I'm going to stop rambling and leave you to get on with your day. I hope you all have a lovely one, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye! Vlogtober!